Well, good morning. I've come out today with Robin. We're shooting in the Lake District. We're heading up to Thirlmere, which is one of the quieter lakes, and we're going to get some snowy shots, hopefully. This is the sort of material we're aiming to get, so off we go. Okay, we've arrived here on the western bank of lake, which is Thirlmere. It's actually a reservoir, splitting hairs, and we've got a nice view behind us. But to get a better view, we're actually going to head up over this way behind me, and we're going to get a bit of height. So hopefully we'll get a view across to the peaks on the other side, where, as you can see, we've got some nice snow. Well, I've only walked about a minute from the car park, and surprisingly I've come across this lovely view. It's amazing to see something so different. So we've set up here. We're going to shoot for a few minutes to get a long shot of the trees and the mountains behind us. Well, I've gone for another take on the same scene. I've moved up the hillside about 100 yards from the bridge I was shooting at before, and I have the trees framing the mountain behind me with the snow on the tops. I had to use a polarizer though, because the sky had absolutely no colour until I fully polarized it, and then, as you can see, hopefully on the final image if I show it, it's beautiful blue skies. Well, I'm not going to take shots like this for granted. It's not often you get weather like this in a location like this, so I'm going to make the most of it today. Now we've just come a little bit further down Lake Thirlmere, or the reservoir, apologies, and we've set up now right by the water's edge, and I've got a long shot up to the north of the lake. I've taken it as a standard image with about a sort of short telephoto, and I've also done a stitch panoramic with about 8 frames in the vertical orientation, and that's going to allow me to create a high quality, very wide image. Well, I've spent possibly half an hour or more wandering around since the last image, and I've tried this end of the viewpoint. I've tried across there, but it's not grabbing me, and normally I'd be clicking away, but one of the things I want to do this year is cut down on the amount of unnecessary images I take. I want to take less shots but better shots, so I've packed away. I'm going to walk back towards the car and see if I can find something within the trees. Well, here's an interesting shot. Robin's just picked up a good location here. We have running water with a little bridge behind, and also these branches cutting into the frame, which really work. So I've set up the camera in a vertical orientation, about f13 for plenty of depth of field, and I think I'm going to get a nice image out of this. Well, we've come out to the last location for the day, which is Loughrigg Tarn, with the Langdales in the distance. So I'm going to start setting up now, and I'm going to get some light hopefully over the mountains. So it's my first setup here. I've got a long lens on, and I'm cropping out the majority, in fact all of the lake in this shot, and I'm concentrating on the Langdale peaks in the background. I have set it to do a simple in-camera HDR +1 -1, which is blended into a single image. Perfect. Well, I think this time the light's finally gone. It's gone 4:30. Really enjoyed myself today. I hope you've enjoyed watching this little escapade, and I'll see you again on the next trip.